This video is for Lisa. I want you to learn how to work the TV. There's all the remotes I'll teach you about. Let me take you to the TV. This is called a Sharp TV. Remember that, okay? The audio box is over here in the bottom right corner. It's called a Panasonic. It has Blu-ray capability. Over here is the volume. You can all work it here. This box is for the Sling box. That's the one where you can watch TV on the internet. This box is the dish box because it says dish on it. That's the one that takes down the TV from the satellite. This box is a real tiny one. It's the one that does the on-the-air TV. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go turn on the TV. The dogs have gone crazy. So you got to get the right device. And you pick this one. Okay, and if you look, it has all these buttons. Well, we're going to turn on the TV. I think that one turns it on. So let's do that. You notice the light came on over there. And usually at the same time, the audio box will come on too. It's the little one in the bottom right. Mama has it right now on the internet, so I'm going to push this button right here. It's called TV. Can you see it? Yeah, TV. Push that. Make sure it lights up. And then you push input. Then point that at the TV, and you'll notice the little things come up there. You got to go back to one called satellite. Okay. Satellite, stop. After you get there, then you have to push this button called SAT. You push that. Okay. All right, here comes that TV. Now, the audio for the regular TV is on, but if you want to hear it in stereo, this is what makes you mad, is you have to use this box, which most of the time will turn on by itself. It's called Panasonic Theater System. At the top is an on-off. So I'm going to turn it on by pushing this button. Okay. You'll notice when I push that on, that this little box in the bottom right corner, the stereo box, comes on. Now nothing happens with the audio until it warms up, and then it will say AUX. Okay? So there's D2. We're going to go from D2. It's got to go to aux. Okay? When it's in D2, the way you change it to aux is this thing right here called EXEN. So to push that, so I'm pushing EXEN. You push it until it says AUX. AUX does it over the stereo. Okay? So you watch it on satellite. If you get mad and you don't want to listen to it or you don't want to fool with it, push this red button. So if I push the red button, watch. That turns off, and then you go back to the TV audio. Okay, so I like it on the stereo, and most of the time it's automatically on, so I'm going to turn it back on. So I'm going to push this on again, which turns on the Panasonic. Lights come on. It'll tell you to wait.
So you can live anywhere. So there's no reason to move outside of the school district.
Okay. I need to turn that volume down.
You can live anywhere, right? She's not working. You can work out of any place. Now
Okay.
you can sit down.
It's fixing to come on to this.
I understand.
Please wait. It'll say aux.
You owe your sister $2,700 for the money that you've been getting to support.
Now
That's
pick
all.
on. Now the song comes out of the stereo now and goes around the rest of the house. Okay? That is this box. So let's go through this box one more time. This box does the sound. The button you push to get the different channels of sound is the EXEN. And if you get mad and you don't want to fool with it, just push the red button. Now I think on some of the channels you have to have it on because it won't work otherwise. So I usually just leave it on. So for regular satellite, it'll say aux, and this has to be on. Okay. So now I'm gonna go back to my satellite. And we're gonna watch, like she wanted to watch something the other day. So it's on satellite. So that red light's on. To get it over to the internet channels like Amazon and things like that, you have to push this TV button, which is here. So I'm going to push that. And then you push input and watch as we do. That screen will come up there and you go to cable. Okay? After you go to cable, you still hear the audio from the TV because the audio is still on aux, okay? Now, so you put this down, and while you're on cable, you pick up your little TV, the Panasonic theater system, and remember to push EXE in, and right there next to that screen, after it goes from aux, it goes to D1. Well, D1 doesn't do it, but I know D2 does, so you push it one more time to get that. Now on D2, you'll be able to get your cable channels. All right, so now you have to pick up a new device. This one. This one does internet TV. So you push the home button, which is that little house looking thing. Okay, so I'm going to hold that up. There we go. And then you can push the arrow key back and back, or just home again. Yeah, and you're at your main screen. You use these arrows to move back and forth. I mostly use Amazon, so I click OK on Amazon. And it'll go into Amazon, and you can do that. That's basically it. All right, so I'm going to back out of there. We'll go back to home. So I'm going to push home. And the other day, she was on Netflix. And I push OK. And it'll probably show what she watched, and she can pull up that thing she was watching last night. Probably my list, or just go, what's this, continue watching. There it is. She likes that one. So all she'd have to do is go there and push OK. That's because the audio is on the D2, okay? All right, and you use this box to get the D2, and you push that until it gets the D2. That turns it off. Okay. Now, this is a little stretch for Lisa. She won't like it. You may want to quit now, Lisa. But what if you wanted to watch TV over the air? Well, you pick up this same dish thing here. You make sure it's on TV. So push your little light. Okay. Then push the one right next to it called input. And you'll notice that screen comes up on the right. You go down to HDIM 4, the fourth one, not 3. I just went on 3 for some reason. Okay, 4. Okay, now it's on 4. Time for a new box. Okay, this new box is here. It works that real thin black one I showed you earlier. Well, it's not on because they got all this stuff to make it shut off so we won't waste electricity. Power button's here. And you got to point it right at it, I found. I'm on. All right, the red light came on. All right, I think it came on. Yeah, it turned the blue light on that thing, just turned on. And then with this box, you push guide. Okay, and you can go up and down the local channels and see what you want to watch. Buried inside of this thing is internet TV. So as you go around the circle, you'll notice up there you got YouTube, Pandora. There's a whole bunch of internet channels, but mostly keep it down in the local channels. Now, as you notice, there's no sound because I didn't hook the sound of this device to this one. Okay, so best thing to do is get this one and turn up the volume. All right, but I think you might have to turn something off. I'm really not sure. So I'm going to say, okay, watch this program. Okay, so it's on a channel. The volume's up. I don't hear anything, right? So when that doesn't work, you pick up this Panasonic Theater one and push the on-off button. So I'm going to push it off. It's turning off, I think, or maybe turning on. We'll see. It's saying, please wait. So after it waits, we'll see. Okay, it's not working. It's on D2. I turn up the volume, nothing there. Okay, so I know that's not working. I'm shutting it off. Okay, and when I shut it off, here comes that TV the way it's supposed to be. Then you can use this one, the one's called Channel Master, and do your volume, you know, go up and down. Okay, that's if we're using that box, but you probably won't like that one. Okay, now let's say you want to go back and get back on your regular satellite thing. You push the TV button and then the input button. That screen on the right will kick on. It's not seeing it because I'm pointing up. There we go. Now I'm going to keep pushing it till it gets back to satellite. Now if you stop somewhere in the middle, there's a place called TV. Guess what that does? It does over-the-air TV also. That will drive you crazy. So I'll push it one more time and get it back on what's called satellite. When the satellite comes on, here comes the satellite TV. Okay. And to make it work again, you push this button here, satellite, and it gets that thing off the screen. It took me forever to figure that out. Now, if you want to hear that sound through the stereo system, you get the one that says Panasonic Theater System. You turn it on, and let me show you what happens when you do that. I've showed you this before. I'm going to point it at the Panasonic Theater System. I'm going to turn it on. The blue light comes on, and it's going to make you wait. Oh yeah, you can listen to TV without it. Okay, it's saying please wait. And it's going to be on D2 because we were watching that channel a while ago. And so what are you going to do when it's on D2? You push this little EXT in. See, it's on D2 because we were on the wrong channel a while ago. We're on that cable channel. I'm going to push this one more time, and you have to go to aux. There you got aux. And there you come your stereo.
Next ET inside the funeral
Have a nice day.